Hello, all greetings, my friend. This is Gilles. I wanted to wish you a wonderful solstice. For it is a new moon in Cancer and a solar eclipse. And during during this eclipse, for the solstice is always been the most powerful time of the year. But the eclipses are very powerful. They create a veil where everything moves into void, and there is a reshifting of energy, a reset of all the programs of reality. And so a lot of energy is being downloaded, but we can't really feel and know exactly what's going on. So it is a time to protect yourself against all the turmoil that can come during these few days, even the inner stories. Not to it's very difficult to project. Just be still, be in peace, be in serene as much as possible, to allow this time to come in, and the past may be coming back up. And for we know for months, years, we know those things that change, those chains that tie us up, that we need to let go. And this is a time, an opportunity to let go of certain things that we need to let go. And so the past may be coming back, so just to be released, and so we can move on. We're going to be moving on to a new cycle after that. And so I'm going to pull a few cards to see what the oracle might give us for the next few days. The highest wisdom is respecting the rules. It's about understanding the divine law, but also to be okay with to work with the laws of societies, how things work here. For we live here in this planet, so we have to adapt to the laws of the time and space. Yet it's about understanding this divine law. Once you move on to the unity of your spirit, the oneness with God, then the divine law reveal itself. And so once you align to the divine law, you are being elevated above things. So it's about here it's symbolistic of the big elephant that is leading the way. The medium elephant is feeling the big one, and the small one has to follow the medium one. So it's all, once everything is in the flow, everything flows in a sense. What we need to understand is cleaning up. It's about brushing away all those things that are no longer in front of our door, to evacuate all those things that we no longer need, to clean up, to wash out, to make space for the new to come. What we need to do is the wind of change. We do not know we know that there's change coming. We do not know how the wind will blow, but we have to be trustful and to be optimist as much as possible. The more we focus on trust, the more we focus on this, on the happy ending that we're seeking, the more comfortable we'll pass through. For the happy ending we're seeking will eventually manifest, but it will manifest with more grace and ease if we stay focused on that. And the outcome is coming near the precipice. It's about coming. There is decisions to be made, and we need to make them, because we have no choice. As even on a collective level, the whole of society are going to need to change. We're moving in because right now the nation states are all in competition in terms of one another. They're going to have to move in collaboration in order to solve the problems that will be coming for humanity. And for the past crisis was not enough to make them realize that they're still in competition with one another. For in the past, in order for someone to feel like they were winning, everybody else had to lose. So it felt like, yeah, I gotta win, but everybody has to lose in order for me to feel like I won. When in the new time, we're gonna have to look for a win-win situation where everybody find the right balance and compromise in order for everybody to win within all situations. And so we want to be open to creative solution. We want to be open to flash of clarity that will be coming in, and understanding this planet is really at the edge of creation. It is the cutting edge. It is the most difficult planet in the whole universe, but it is also where there is the most growth, and we're solving all kinds of galactic and universal problems for whole societies and civilizations. So it's a very essential work that we're doing here. We are a vibrational being in a magnetic universe. We'll come to realize that. And as magnetic beings, we have to produce an energy in order to get something back. And it's planet of free will. For all universes, all planets are not like that. But so the free will has been used some people have used their free will to manipulate the whole of humanity. So we want to disconnect for outer authority. We want to respect the rules, yet we want to be truthful to our own authority, to our own guidance. For we are always abundant in something. We can be abundant in joy, we can be abundant in sorrow, we can be abundant in love, we can be abundant in fear, we can be abundant in lack, we can be abundant in money, we can be abundant in confidence, we can be abundant in doubts. We're always abundant in one way or another. So we want to choose to tune in all the negative abundance into positive abundance and to stay focused on that. We're to discuss the soul. The soul is a memory cell. For at the beginning, I'm just sharing some thoughts and ideas. Those can never be fully explained, but it's just some thoughts and ideas in relationship to what I've been led to know and understand. The world of spirit came first. Everything comes from spirit. The paradise and the central universe were eternally, always have been, and everything comes from there and will return there eventually. So the realm of spirit is always have been. As Plato says, where there is already the cosmos, as the Greek philosophers, the cosmos, the divine order, always have been, which is projection of that which is already perfect, something that is there is an already perfect part of ourselves that is there, and we're just projecting down here. And so the soul is actually, when the world of spirit created the world of matter, the master spirit of paradise created an in-between world, because there was no way from the material world to go to the spiritual realm. So the master spirit were commissioned to create a whole realm of existence of matter and energy that we call Mansillon. That is the realm of the soul. That is the evolutionary process that bridged the world of matter to the world of spirit. The soul is the most powerful force on the earth, and probably and even in the universe, as the soul is the growing part, is the expansion part. It is and there is only one universal soul. It is the divine soul, the soul of God, and we all an extension of that. For every universe has its own soul. Every planet has its own soul. Every country, every city, every family, every individual. So it is all very, very specific, but it is a power. For the soul knows, the soul is an eternally connected to the divine, the divine source, and it knows that its survival depends on its ability to grow and learn and evolve from matter to spirit. So it is so sometimes it must make us go through some difficult period in order to awaken us to that, to force that evolution. Otherwise we stagnate. And so the soul is divine. Once we discover the soul, we discover God, we discover our the eternal part of ourselves. But no soul is we as an individual soul, we're only responsible for what we produce. We're not responsible for anyone else's soul. Yet it is all one. So it is a subtle process. But right now we need to reinforce our own energy and to feel ourselves to be. And so this is about what I wanted to come and talk about today. So yes, I wanted to wish you a wonderful time during this eclipse. It's not easy. It's not very clear. We may have flash of clarity, but do not let the mind for all of those the sun, the moon, and the node are all in Cancer, and they're making a square to Mars, and so there's going to be a tension, and then there's Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto that are shaking everything up in Capricorn, and so it's it's a time to move into action. Did I pull some cards? Yeah, not sure. Pull some cards. So I'll put one more just to conclude. But allow the time of the eclipse to really find this stillness within, more than just it is time to act, to release those older things, and yet rather than but we won't be able to solve everything mentally right now. It's more about to be receptive to flash of clarity, and from there we'll be able to act. The final card is regeneration. There is a complete regeneration that is happening. So we want to regenerate our body, regenerate our spirit, and to tune into the liquid light of life. and to know the planet will also be regenerated. Behind me, this is a little painting with a code. It's a 0010110, and this is an invocation, a decree. It's an older painting, 2009. I'm gonna frame it in white eventually. It's a spiral. It's a pretty powerful piece. Well, I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you very much. A wonderful solstice, and may this eclipse bring you the empowerment that you seek. Namaste.